What is happening, guys? Archiezzle here, and welcome to another video. Archies, I hope you guys are having a great day. Staff Sergeant Massey here of the US Army, and for today's video, it's a Memorial Day weekend special type of video. It's kind of personal to me, and like always, I share tips, advice, tricks throughout my whole experience in the Army before I was even in, and eventually once I get out. But for today, since it's Memorial Day weekend, we're gonna pay respect, honor to someone that I actually know. Had a few videos in the past few Memorial Days about someone I knew in my old unit, someone that I knew for basic training, and now another different person again, a service member, an Army warrant officer that I used to work with when I was in Vilseck, Germany in 2nd Cavalry Regiment. Before we begin, I hope you guys are having a great weekend as well. It's Memorial Day weekend, a great time to hang out with your family, your friends, you know, have a little bit of some fun time, barbecue, go out of town or something like that. But do not forget Memorial Day. Reason why you're having this free time this weekend is to commemorate fallen service members of the United States Armed Forces. So a little bit of backstory, I am actually talking about Chief Warrant Officer Bali. Chief Warrant Officer 2 Edward Bali was an unmanned aerial vehicle operator with the Regimental Support Squadron 2CR. This time, he was on his 4th combat deployment when he was killed in Afghanistan after insurgents detonated a makeshift bomb and opened fire on sleeping troops on January 20th, 2014. Bali and an Army Sergeant, Sergeant Jones, provided covering fire so that junior troops would have time to take civilians in the area to safety. Sergeant Jones said Bali knew they were likely heading into a situation from which neither would return, but the warrant officer considered it his duty to ensure his troops' safety. There wasn't any option. He knew we needed to give them the time to get our people to safety. He knew that this was our duty. That's our job. And that's what we did. He cared about his guys more than anyone. This video also goes out to the family of Chief Bali. I know it's been years, but it's never gonna be easy. Once again, condolences to the family of Chief Bali. I know it's been a while. I knew Chief Bali, even though I didn't deploy with 2CR. I met him so many times when we would go to ranges. I was always a medic, like what you know, I've been a medic. Little specialist Masibay back in 2011 to 2014. Most of the time, I was on medical coverage. So whenever we go to the field, I've come across Chief Bali so many times. I remember this one time when he actually kinda, not really got mad, but more of just correcting me because Specialist Masibay didn't really shave up to standards or how I was supposed to look like, even though we were in the field. So it was a learning point for me. Just carry on, it's part of business. But I do know him and I always see him around the squadron as a great leader, and I know he had great soldiers even up to now, even though there's been a few years that passed by ever since the situation happened. There was also times that he would come to me, you know, just, hey doc, hey medic, go check up on my guys. One of them was having issues, I think with NVD, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. And just me, little old Specialist Masibay, I was like, Roger sir, Roger chief, I'll go check on your guys. And then later on he would come back and check on the medics as well if we needed anything, because it was like break time and it was time to eat for chow and all of that. You know, junior enlisted should go eat first before NCOs and then officers. That's how it is. So I did have some good interaction with him. He was a great leader, I could tell, like what I said. I interacted more with his soldiers, especially because I was just a specialist at that time, and I would do my rounds, you know, ask about what their job is and how their leadership was and all of that. So I know it's hard to lose someone that you know, especially while being deployed overseas, and I know it happens. And once again, we lost a great soldier, we lost a great chief, we lost a good man that time. And even though, like what I said, I didn't deploy with them, even though while I was in Rear D, I felt the pain, I felt the hardship, and words cannot express how deeply sorry I am for what happened, and really unfortunate. But looking at the brighter side, because of his heroic acts, he was able to save multiple lives, soldiers, local civilians at that time. And he took action, he took initiative for the good of his soldiers. Just remember guys, we talk a lot of soldiering stuff, you know, tips and advices about the Army before joining the Army and eventually once you get out in this channel. But the bottom line is, I want you guys to know, do not forget why we're having this weekend. Do not forget to thank every service member, even though it's not really Veterans Day, it's Memorial Day. But just, you know, saying thank you for your service, thank you for all the sacrifices, regardless on what experience you've had the whole time you've been in the military. But pretty much, this video is a thank you to every single one of you service members who's unfortunately not with us anymore because of your heroic acts. Even though it costed your life, you were able to make an impact and save other soldiers' lives. I know it's something that I really cannot comprehend because, like what I said so many times in my channel, I'm still fortunate being an Army medic. No one, or I don't know anyone that's super close to me, has died or has been in a situation like that. But I cannot even express how sorry I am for what happened, and hopefully the family's fine. And basically there's nothing more to say but thank you for your service, sir, ma'am, everyone that had to pay the ultimate sacrifice fighting for our freedom. To close out this video, enjoy your guys' weekend, be safe, don't do anything that's illegal, immoral, have fun. We salute you, every single service members, past, present, future, the ones who's still here with us, and you know, unfortunately the ones that are not with us anymore today. Families, hope you guys are doing well all the time, you know, with all the struggles and all the stuff that has been happening throughout the years. If you need to share a story of someone, a service member that you know who is unfortunately not with us right now, share the story down below. Let's start a conversation and start some great stories about our brothers and sisters in the armed forces. And like always, give this video a thumbs up to help the Archiezzle channel grow. One of the biggest military channels, a community that I actually built it from the ground up to share my experiences throughout the whole time I've been in the army and eventually once I get out. Thank you guys for watching like always, and that's it for today. Archiezzle out.